Your coworker just showed you their portfolio at lunch. They started last year with 50 bucks each Friday. Today, their account just passed your savings. You felt it in your stomach, that quiet sting, because you keep waiting for the right amount to start. Meanwhile, compound interest keeps working for anyone who shows up with even $5. So here's the real fight every paycheck. Your brain wants comfort today. Compounding wants your money to report for duty. Quick note before we go deeper. What I'm sharing comes from studying thousands who built wealth without inheritance. It's education, not personal advice. Please remember this. Sunday night, you open your banking app. $712 in checking. Your 401k from work? You paused it after a rough month. Then Instagram shows someone flexing 10,000 from a meme coin. Your 712 feels tiny, embarrassing. So you close the app. You tell yourself next month. Meanwhile, inflation quietly shaves 3.4% a year from your money while you wait for a number that never feels enough. Meet Harry. Warehouse picker, night shift. 4.92 rating with his supervisor. Drives a 2013 Civic with 207,000 miles. After taxes and gas, $3,140 a month if everything goes right. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. His 13-year-old nephew asked, "Why do adults always say tomorrow?" That night, Harry moved $17 into an index fund. Not 1,700. 17. His coworker Mike laughed, called it pointless. The first month felt dumb. After 4 deposits, he had $77. He almost quit 3 times. First time was paycheck week when rent and tires hit on the same day and he felt broke. Second time was a red week in the market, and his $77 fell to 71. Third time was when Mike sent a screenshot of a crypto spike and wrote, "You're missing it." Harry stared at his app for 10 minutes. Then he tapped automate. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., minimum $10, even if he felt lousy. Here's what changed. By month 6, Harry had $483. Mike had 0. Harry wasn't winning on amount. He was winning on Tuesday. Month 9, the market added $42 on its own. The machine started matching the human. That flipped a switch. He didn't feel rich, he felt inevitable. Your brain hates this because it can't celebrate small numbers. It wants a big moment, a raise, a bonus, a tax refund. So it keeps arguing for comfort. It says wait until you can do 100 a week, but the clock doesn't care. Each missed Tuesday is not just $10 gone. It is the future earnings that $10 would have grown into. The cost is invisible, but it's real. Let's put it in your week. Say you move $15 every Thursday at 8:05 p.m., starting this week. That's $60 a month, call it 7. $120 a year. Keep it up for 1 year and forget about price drama. Historically, broad markets have returned around 7 to 9% after inflation across long windows. Not a promise. Just what the long road has paid patient people. At 7%, that first year's 720 doesn't just sit, it recruits. It starts earning a return. Now add your boring employer match. If your job matches 4% and you earn $52,000, that's about $2,080 a year of free money if you contribute enough to grab it. Miss the match, and you're leaving money in the hallway. Take it and you're letting the machine plug into your paycheck like a clock. Harry kept it simple. 3 rules. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. always. Amount so small he'd be embarrassed to tell anyone. $10 minimum. Automate the transfer, delete the app, and send the weekly screenshot to his sister. Boring, mechanical. But that's the point. 16 weeks in, something funny happened. A sale on a used gaming chair popped up. He bought $32 of shares instead and texted his nephew. Tuesday wins again. 9 months in, the car needed brakes. $428. But Tuesday still ran. $10 that week. Just 10. That kept the identity intact. Not rich, investor. Brakes got fixed, Tuesday survived. Year 1 ended. Total deposits, $586. Market gains, $68. Balance, $654. Mike said, "Wow, all that for $654? Harry smiled. He said, "Yeah, and it will never go back to 0 unless I quit." Mike looked away. Year 2 got weird. A dip hit. Balance fell $121 in a month. Harry felt that drop in his gut. Almost canceled the auto. Instead, he added $5 to the minimum. 15 every Tuesday. Not because he loved dips, because Tuesday was non-negotiable. At the end of year 2, while the chart still looked messy, the balance crossed 1,000. His sister sent a voice note. "Proud of you, Tuesday man. Let's talk about your paycheck in plain steps." Step 1. Write the smallest weekly amount you could move without feeling anything. $5, $8, $17. Step 2. Pick a day and a time and tattoo it on your calendar. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Thursday, 8:05 p.m. Sunday, 9:10 a.m. Step 3. Turn on an automatic transfer to a low-cost index fund or a mix you can live with. Step 4. Delete the app icon. Keep the deposit. Step 5. Tell one person who will clown you if you skip. Now here's the cost of not doing this. Take $15 a week from age 27 to age 37 at a modest 7%. That's about $7,800 by 37. Leave it alone and never add a dime after that, and by 47, it's around $15,000. By 57, it's around $30,000. By 67, it's around $60,000. That's just the first 10 years habit echoing through time. Do nothing and you get nothing. Do a tiny thing and you buy back decades. Harry didn't get fancy. He never tried to guess next month. He added a boring dividend fund later because he liked small cash hitting his account. Half growth index, half dividend index. Fee under 1/4%. That's it. When hours were heavy, he added a little extra. When hours got cut, he didn't pause. He kept the minimum and protected Tuesday at all costs. 3 moments he almost quit in year 2 and year 3. First, tax season surprise. He owed $319. He wanted to pause for a month. He didn't. He sold an old guitar instead. Tuesday stayed alive. Second, a hot stock doubled for a guy at work. Mike circled back, thumping his chest again. Harry felt envy burn. He wrote down a rule. I only buy what I planned on Sunday. That saved him. Third, his nephew laughed at the small dividends like $6 and change. That stung. Harry explained the game and kept depositing. At 30 months, the account crossed 2,000. Nothing viral, no balloons. But on a random Thursday, the dividends paid $11.20, more than his old weekly minimum. The machine was now pushing the cart with him. If this is hitting, tap like so it sticks the next time your brain says, wait. Because here's the truth. Your brain is loud in the moment. Compounding is silent but permanent. The loud voice wins the day. The silent force wins the decade. Let's get you to action in the next 5 minutes. Grab your phone. Open your payroll or bank app. Pick the smallest amount that feels like nothing. $5 works. Set the transfer for the same weekday and time every week. Write a note that pops up then. I invest today because I am an investor. Cheesy on purpose. Works anyway. Text someone. I'm sending you a screenshot every week. If I miss, roast me. Then move the first tiny amount right now, not later. Now. You might be thinking, what if the market drops right after I start? It will. Sometimes. Start anyway. You're not buying a feeling. You're buying a system. You're teaching your paycheck to clock in for your future even when your mood won't. 2 quiet upgrades once your habit sticks. 1. Capture any employer match in a retirement plan. If you can't feel the contribution, keep it. 2. Every raise, bump your weekly deposit by $5. Turn lifestyle creep into investment creep. What about debts? If you've got high-interest debt above, say, 9 or 10%, make minimum investments to protect the habit while you attack the debt with focus. The goal is to keep the identity intact. Don't lose Tuesday. Here's how Harry's story arcs out. At year 3, he had $3,300 and change. At year 5, a little over $7,000 with steady deposits and normal markets. But here's the twist. At year 7, market growth and dividends started to outweigh his weekly contributions. More than half the growth was machine power. That flipped the emotion. He wasn't chasing a win, he was protecting a system. There's one last thing to solve. Boredom. The middle years feel flat. It's like pushing a car in neutral. Nothing seems to happen until everything does. Harry beat boredom with small games. He named each Tuesday after a person he cared about. Maya Week, Mom Week, Nephew Week. He screenshotted each deposit to a private album named Tuesday Wins. On bad days, he scrolled that album. Proof beats motivation. Right now, decide. Will your brain keep winning your paycheck with quick hits, or will compounding win with quiet repetition? You don't need to be perfect. You need to be predictable. 5 minutes a week, $10 minimum. Same day, same time, same message to yourself. I invest today because I am an investor. If waiting for the perfect amount hit different today, tap like so this message sticks when it's 8:56 p.m. and you're about to skip. Want more real strategies from real people building wealth the boring way? Subscribe and hit the bell. We share Tuesdays that turn into decades. Before we finish, write your day in the comments. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, just the day. That word is your public promise. Then make your first micro move right now. Transfer the smallest amount you won't notice. Tag your person. Screenshot it. Keep the streak. The silent force is waiting. Let it win.